Okay, for the sales history, you're going to take your retail price minus a unit price and divide it by the unit price. And that'll give you your cost margin in a percentage. Just double click, that'll bring them all down, and that's how you get your cost margin. Going over to the sales forecast, first thing you need to do is make sure you fill in your annual sales forecast, and that should come from your sales history, which is your total demand. So you put that number in there, or you can just make it equal that cell, and that'll give you the same thing. So we have our total population estimate, so make sure you pay attention to the orange notes because it's going to change your numbers. For the Northeast region, you'll want to do a sum if statement, and we want to use the region number, the population estimate, and the region number over in the table, so that way we can get our population of the Northeast region, which is basically based by the region number. So you'll do the same thing for region 2, and the same thing for region 3, and the same thing for region 4. So that will give you your population estimate in 2017 for each of the 4 different regions. Note that when you add all these up, it should give you the same amount as up here, which it does. Then your percentage of sales, you're going to take your population estimate from the Northeast region and divide it into your population estimate of the United States. So that gives you your 17.2%, and you'll do the same thing with each of the different regions. When you add that together, you should get 100%. And then to figure out your annual sales forecast, all you're going to do is just take 17.2% of your annual sales forecast, and that'll give you your annual sales forecast for each of those regions, which again, if you add those up, will give you your total amount, which equals your annual sales forecast. Economic order quantity in units, you have to apply the EOQ formula from homework number 3. And the reorder point in units, you also have to apply the reorder point formula, which is what these standard deviation of demand and the service level and the z-score come into play. So it's a really long formula from last week. So once you have all those filled in, make sure you leave the formulas in there because I need to see those. That way I can test your solutions. But anyways, these are what the numbers should look like. And then in order to get the number of orders per year that you'll make as a purchasing agent, all you need to do is divide your EOQ into your annual sales forecast. For the modes, right, you're going to go ahead and pick distribution centers subjectively, wherever you would like to have them in the different regions. I just filled those in as examples. And then you're going to describe where the port of entry from Africa would be. Make sure you pay attention to the notes over here because this gives you some good information. And then you're going to describe what mode of transportation you'll have to your distribution center. That's what DC stands for. This top part up here, you're going to subjectively assign low, medium, or high risk to the different modes of travel, or the modes of transportation, and the various fixed and variable cost, speed, and flexibility. So this is all subjective, and I'm just looking for some good analysis when you do this. For the location, after you filled out all of your estimates or estimated locations, you're going to go ahead and grab the latitude and longitude for those locations. You can use lat-long or whatever website you can find that will give you latitude and longitude for whatever cities you pick across the country. And then, in order to find the d times the latitude and the d times the longitude, you're just going to take your demand in units times your latitude, and you're going to take your demand in units times your longitude. So you do that all the way down, and then you'll get a sum down here at the bottom. Then, down at the bottom, your new location, Nationwide Fulfillment Center, will be divide the d times the latitude divided by your annual demand, and your longitude is going to be the same thing. It's going to be your d times or your demand times the longitude divided by your annual demand, and that'll give you your longitude. And so then you take that latitude and longitude and you plop it into your latlong.net website or whatever other website you would like to use, and you would figure out where it would be at. In this case, it's LaFleur County, Oklahoma. And so then you just, using that new distribution center or fulfillment center, you're going to go ahead and incorporate that into your analysis and your write-up. For the supply chain management, you are going to, this is again subjective, and we're looking to see if you can go ahead and synthesize and fill out most of these tables, or all of these tables. So there you have it. I hope this helps you out, and good luck, and we'll see you all tomorrow morning. Thank you.